How are y'all doing on this wonderful Wednesday? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to Southern Therapy Podcast, my good people. Like, y'all, let's just give a round of applause for that theme music. Like, that whole theme music is such a vibe for me. Like, right as I'm recording, like before I actually record, like the theme music plays, so I get to hear it as well as you guys. So I'm over here rocking in the seat, kind of grooving and stuff like that. So, but like, I really love that theme music or whatever. And I actually just found it on YouTube. So, shout out to YouTube University for teaching your girl how to go and get royalty free music. Y'all, if I stumble through them words today, please forgive me because I have stumbled through these words all day today. I made 2 videos for Facebook for one of the groups that I'm in and for my own private practice page where I was sharing holiday tips. And y'all, the word why am I trying to sit up here and say it to y'all? But the word estrange. Yeah, look, I can't even say it. When you not really close with your family. That word, like I've been struggling to say that all day, and I can say it, but I'm not sure why today I'm struggling to say it. So, like, y'all, so if I'm stumbling through words today, I have no idea what it is. Maybe it's just because I am a little tired on today. But nonetheless, I'm still going to keep pushing through and making this wonderful podcast. So welcome back, you guys. And let's just go ahead and get into this week's episode topics. I have 2 topics that I kind of want to talk about. And of course, the title of this episode is worry about your own damn uterus and not mine. That topic is going to come up a little bit later. But I first want to tell you about an incident that happened to me Saturday evening. I should tell them in order, but I'm going to tell them out of order because what I'm about to talk about first, that happened to me Saturday evening. And the last thing I'm going to talk about, my uterus, that actually happened to me Saturday day. Saturday was just not a great day for your girl. I actually am recording this episode right here. This is my second time recording it. Like, y'all must know that, like, I love y'all, okay? Because, like, I recorded this episode. I'm recording this episode on Tuesday. Usually I record episodes for the podcast on Mondays, right? Because Mondays are like my light days. I really don't see clients like talking about, and I'm usually at my house, and my house is in Shreveport. So I usually do it there, just a little different vibe. However, this Monday I end up having to work because it's a short work week, so I needed to see clients on Monday. And so I recorded it Monday night. Y'all, I I went on Facebook after I had recorded it. I was just like, Wednesday episode of the podcast, like I went slap in. Y'all, that podcast was over 50 minutes. I went slap and like Monday, I was extremely heavy from the day at work. I had issues with insurance companies, and anytime I have issues with insurance company, for those of you that don't know, I am a full-time mental health therapist. I work for myself. And so anytime I have issues with insurance companies, like it takes a lot out of me, and it's emotional. It's emotional because like they playing with your coins, and sometimes the insurance company can do whatever they want, and so you're kind of at the mercy of the insurance company. However, the Lord, girl, I had to get myself together. Although it may look like I am at the mercy of the insurance company, at the end of the day, the good Lord, come on, Jesus, the good Lord is the one that supplies all of my needs. I got to remember that. I got to remind myself of that. So that's why I had like a little shout moment, because I had to remind myself that although the insurance companies, I may struggle with them, but at the end of the day, God is the source. They're just a resource, and he will provide any kind of resource, and he will provide for his children. Remember that, Danielle. Keep that in your spirit, sis, so it don't stress you out. But Monday, I was stressed out over there, stressed out over what happened to me over the weekend. So the podcast had a tad bit too much profanity in it, cursing, if you want to say. And like I'm okay with cursing, but the amount of curse words that I had used was a bit too much. Y'all know I'm real and I'm raw over here, but I do want to be respectful to everybody that may listen to this podcast. And if my mom was to come and hear this podcast and she heard me, she'll be like, Danielle, okay? So, but nonetheless, and nonetheless, y'all, I'm recording it again. I dropped way too many F-bombs. And I may end up still dropping F-bombs when I tell the story about the uterus. Because to me, when you worry about other female, like, let me go back. It's the time of the year where people start giving you the unwanted advice, the unsolicited questions about your romance life, about why you don't have any children, and all this other kind of stuff. And so, like, as a single woman, like, worry about your own damn self. Don't worry about me. And so, that, like I said, so like it's a really like touchy subject for people that people don't understand. And so, I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna talk about it, y'all. But before we get into that, let's just go. Like I said, Saturday was a rough day for me. And so let's just go ahead and jump right on into it. So Saturday night, I'm going to tell these out of order because I want to go my Watergate scandal to my uterus story. So the first one is the Watergate scandal, right? So Saturday evening, I return back to my house at Shreveport, right? And usually I go there every weekend. That's my place of peace. After seeing clients all week, that's just my place right there, peace. I rest and all this other kind of stuff. So I go back there, and so Saturday night was one of my friends in Shreveport. Like, it was her birthday, so we were supposed to go to Olive Garden, and we were supposed to go to a comedy show, right? So I get back in town. We're supposed to be at Olive Garden at 6 p.m. I get back at 5 p.m. So I'm running in the house, about to take a bath, put on my clothes, and all this other kind of stuff, right? So I can make it there for 6. Y'all, I shaved my head. And so, after I shave my head, I go downstairs to go and take get in the tub. So, like, you know how the faucet, the knobs that you turn to cut on the water, the faucet. Well, while I was cutting it on, I was cutting on the hot water one, and y'all, so the tub filled up where I wanted it was at. So I went to cut off turn off the hot water, the knob breaks and the water is still going. So I was like, okay, let me go and so I was like, dog, man, I was like, damn. And so I tried to cut it off with the towel, but that didn't work because I was trying to get like a grip and that didn't work. So I was like, okay, let me go run to the neighbor's house real quick and see if they got a pair of pliers. Go to the neighbor house. Hey, well, no, the neighbors wasn't there. So neighbors wasn't there. So I'm like, oh my God, like the water's still running in the tub. So I hop in the car, jump in the car, run right down the street to the dollar store to go get some pliers, come back, try to turn the water off. Y'all, the water is not going off. So now I'm starting to panic, and now I'm starting to cry a little bit because like I'm in a panic, like the water is not turning off, and like the water in the tub was filling up. So I'm like kind of panicking, like I'm like, oh my God, and like I panic, and like I end up, when I'm stressed, like I'll cry. So I call my brother and I'm like, Danny, help me. Mind you, like my family is 2 hours away from where my house is at. Help me turn this off or whatever. So he gets up, he trying to tell me how to turn it off, but it's not moving. And so then it started moving, and then the doggone thing exploded in my face. Y'all, water went everywhere. It knocked me down. Mind you, the water has been running now for about and I'm skipping some parts of the story because like when I got it, well, let me go back. Okay. So before it exploded in my face, right? My brother was like, go to the neighbor, see if the neighbor can help you. Went to the neighbor's still not home. Go back in there. I'm like, okay, I got to do this. And then I started screwing, it started moving, then boom, it explodes in my face. Y'all, the tub has water in it. I'm standing in the tub. The tub has water in it. The thing that exploded in my face, it didn't push me back. I fell in the water. Y'all. Oh, it was so freaking scary because it was like if I would have hit my head on something, I would have drowned. So the water is gushing, y'all, to the top. And I have high ceilings because my house is a two-story home. A two-story townhome. So the ceilings are high. The water is gushing to the top of the ceiling and water is going everywhere and I am like, "Oh my God." Now I'm literally freaking out, crying because I don't know how to stop it. My brother is 2 hours, my family is 2 hours away. Like I was scared and I felt so helpless. And so I know y'all are like, Danielle, just turn the water off by the valves. I couldn't find the valves. Like there were no valves going directly to my tub. Like there were nowhere. I cut off all the valves and everywhere else, thinking that this would cut off the water in the tub, but no. So y'all, now I'm knocked over. I'm just like, oh my God. So I get up. My brother's like, you're going to have to go outside and you're going to have to figure out how to turn the water off from outside to the house. So I get outside and I'm looking. It's dark. It's dirt. It's muddy because it had rained in Shreveport, y'all. And it was just, so then I find something like on the side of the house and I'm looking in it. And so there's the valve to the water to turn off the water to the whole house. It's completely covered in mud. So I'm down there, I'm crying. I got my phone on the side of the on the dirt, trying to use that as a flashlight to see what I'm doing because it's in a hole. Like it's just not sticking straight up. It's in a hole and it's covered with mud. I don't know what's down there, so I'm just crying like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So finally I get to the valve. Mind you, the water had been gushing out to the top of the ceiling. It's going on 15 minutes now, y'all. Water is everywhere. So finally I hear it because the valve that's connected to the house like is right by the bathroom. So I hear the water going down and I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's done. And I go back in and the water was going off. Like I had turned the water off to the whole house. Y'all, I was so scared. I was so scared. It's a little funny now, but it was not funny in the moment. I was covered in mud. The bathroom downstairs was flooded. It was just a mess. And during this time, like my friend, like when I was running back and forth to the neighbor's house, like my friend, she had texted me, and so she was like, didn't nobody know what was going on. She was like, are you coming to dinner? And I was like, no. I was like, what? I had texted her because I was like, I texted, I said, where's your husband? And so she was like, he not here. And so she was like, are you okay? And I'm like, no. And so, yeah, I'm not even going to describe that whole story, but nonetheless, so finally, I got the water and stuff situated. And so, I have never felt that helpless ever in my life. And my brother was just like, calm down. He was like, gather yourself and go talk to the neighbors. Go and see if we can find a neighbor. And then a police officer car was outside. So I tried to go knock on the police officer car, but I couldn't find him. So I don't know where they was at. And so he was just like, ugh. And truthfully, like now that I think about it, I'm so glad that they wasn't their child, because them folks would have thought something was wrong with me. Well, something was wrong with me. They would have thought that a kidnapper was after me the way that I was crying and hysterical and stuff like that. But like I was just covered in mud and just nerves on 1,000. Like I needed a benzo to calm my nerves. Okay, it was a mess. And so I end up why am I telling y'all this story? But yes, nonetheless, y'all, like, so like, just, I guess it's just me dropping my own personal mask, as in like, yo, like I've never felt that helpless before. And like I was scared. Like I've never felt that way before. And so it was just an experience on Saturday. And so that was Saturday evening. Now let me go back to Saturday day. Right? So, but nonetheless, so let me finish up that story. So I end up, got the water turned off, so no water is currently on in my house. So I end up going to my other friend. She came back home to her house. I guess she was taking her sons to there somewhere, but she had called me, and so she was like, hey, whatever. And I was just like, oh my God, can I come to your house and take a shower? And so she was like, what's going on? And so I just started crying on the phone to her, telling her, like, I had talked to my brother. And I ended up talking to my brother, my mama, all of them, because my brother ended up calling my mom. My mom ended up calling my dad. So we're all on the phone, and we're all talking, and like they're all just trying to help me calm down and stuff like that. And like it was a mess, y'all. And like I cleaned up the water as much as I could. And it was a mess. It was a mess. That's all I can say. Like, I'm still trying to deal with that. And my parents, like my family, them, like they were just like, you got to learn how to do this stuff, and and they didn't understand, like, yo, I could have died. Like, yeah, and that's all I could think about was like, because I'm standing in a tub of water, the faucet explodes in my face, and I fall in the water. And like, this is a garden tub that I have, and so it was just like, yeah, it was a lot. And so I was dealing with that, and so yeah, that happened. So y'all keep me on your prayer list with that. The whole situation. Like, I'm actually ready to sell the house now, or sell the house, or put it for rent. I'm not sure if that's God's way of getting my attention and like, sis, let's go ahead and make a decision about this house, or what, or just his decision, his thing, or telling me, Danielle, go ahead and start preparing the house because it needs to be rented out. But he definitely got my attention with all of that. Like I said, it was more so about me. I have never felt that helpless. Like, y'all, I really didn't know if I could do that, or if I can do it. Like, I was just felt so helpless in that moment, looking at that stuff. And so like I called my brother for more support, really. And so he was just like, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm finna. They did, like, during the conversation, because I was so hysterical and I was just crying so much. He was like, I'm on my way. Mind you, my brother is 2 hours away. I'm on my way. And I'm like, no, I got this. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. And I finally done it. So, but nonetheless, y'all, yes, that was my whole Watergate scandal. So now I'm in the process. Like I said, keep me in your prayers, because I'm in the process now of trying to just get the house updated, just get the house fixed from that incident. And then I got some other small stuff that needs to be fixed around the house too, as well. And then I'm gonna replace the carpet. I'm gonna put some hardwood floors down, and I'm gonna go ahead and start getting it prepared to either sell or either to rent it out, whichever one it is. But the house does need some work, and it needs to be prepared. So I guess this guy was telling me, come on, sis, let's get together. But yeah, nonetheless, thank you, God, for sparing my life. So that was my whole Watergate scandal, and let's just talk about the whole uterus story. So this Saturday, my aunt ended up throwing a party for my cousin that I really didn't know about until I pulled up in the yard and I had saw it or whatever. But nonetheless, y'all know that this is the holiday season, and as single women or as single gentlemen, for my guys that listen to this, you always get the questions, oh, where's your man at? Or why are you not married? Why are you not this? Or why are you not that? Or if you're not a mother, why are you not a mother yet? Like, where your kids at? And you need some kids. You need to do, like, bitch, don't tell me what I need to do. There you go again. This is why I had to record this thing again. Like, don't tell me what I need to do. You need to have some kids. No. Worry about your own damn uterus. Don't worry about mine. Don't tell me what I need to do. Like, yo, don't tell me that. Like, yo, ugh, okay, y'all. So, but nonetheless, yeah, somebody, of course, I know y'all are like, oh, okay, Danielle. So, yes, over the weekend, somebody told me that I need to give my mother grandchildren. And I was like, and it caught me off guard because, like I said, I expected from my own family members, but people who are not my family, you just know me by association. You have no right. Nobody, first of all, nobody has a right to ask me why about children. Nobody does. Because it's none of your business. So, but especially if you really don't know me, you had to ask one of my cousins who I was. So that means that you really don't even know me. You don't even know my name, but you feel that you have the right and the authority to ask me and to ask me when I'm gonna have kids, or you're gonna tell me. My mom can't even do that. So what makes you think that you can do that? So somebody was like, you need to give your mama some grandkids, and I was like, yeah, I stopped because like I really was about to be disrespectful, and it's an old lady, and I don't know her like talking about. And I was about to go. I'm about to say something real disrespectful, so I just stopped, and if I know I'm going to say something real disrespectful, like I'll stop and I'll just look at you like you're crazy because I'm about to I'm holding my tongue not to say anything. And so, I didn't say, I was just like, she got grandkids. They got boys. She got them 2 boys out there. It's okay. And then she gonna say, no, you need to give her a daughter. You need to give her a little girl. I just walked off because by then I was really gonna be ugly. And like I said, I don't want to disrespect, my elders or whatever. But like, I feel like, honestly, I'm just going to go off one good time so people can understand. Like, don't ask me that. Like, I don't ask you about your uterus. I don't ask you about, any of that. And it's just like, why would you ask me? Why would you feel like it's comfortable? It's okay for you to ask me about why I don't have children. What if I can't have children? Some people cannot have children and you're asking them why they don't have any kids. Some people be suffering miscarriages, but you're being so insensitive and asking them why. And have y'all seen some of these guys out here? Like, the next time an older woman asks me that, I'm going to say, because I don't want no trifling ass son like you got. Trifling ass guy like you got as a son. Because your son's out here trifling. Not all men, but some. And most of the dudes that, just point blank period, most of the people in my family out here, them dudes out there trifling too. So, like, that's why I ain't got no kid. I remember somebody once before asked me, this was like years ago, probably about when I was like about 20, 24. Why you don't have no kids? And I was like, because I don't want to have to take care of no grown man. I said, I don't want to have to raise no kid by myself. And they looked at me like, you can do it. What the I was like, what? She's like, oh, you can do it. You got that good job. You can take. I'm like, so we encouraging. We are. It's okay for us just to have a kid by yourself. Like, what single mother wants to be like, oh, I'm by myself? Like, a lot of single mothers, they really sometimes don't have a choice but to be single mothers. It's okay. Like, it's difficult at times to take care of children by yourself. So it would be great to have a 2-parent household where 2 parents are actually actively involved with the kid and, all of that stuff, so that the kid can be well rounded. But for you to sit up there and say, oh, you can handle it by yourself, you can do that, you'll be a good mom. But what about my kid and they want their daddy? Like, I don't want to have a kid with somebody knowing. I would say this, only if I was to get like IVF or something like that, like I would be okay with going into having a kid without a father present. Only if I was to do IVF and I didn't have a significant other. But if I'm laying down with the guy and like we end up having a baby, like I'm not coming out thinking that I'm just gonna raise this baby or wanting to just raise this baby on my own. I'm just gonna raise this baby on my own. No. A lot of times, a lot of single mothers, it just end up that way. You know? So it was a mess. So like so for all of you who are out there, and I may be rambling right now because like I said, I really am trying to hold back and not use so many curse words and stuff, just really get my message across. But I want to say to y'all that are out here that you know you're going to deal with this on the holiday season and stuff like that. I give y'all permission to go clean off. Okay? Go off. Act a plumb fool so that these people will not ask you anymore why you ain't got no man and why you ain't got no children. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay? That may not be the best advice, but that's what your girl gonna do. She gonna go clean off on these people. Clean off. And I just want y'all to get the message. And then people gonna be like, oh, Danielle, you wrong for going off on these people and all this. They wrong for asking me about my business, my personal business. And a lot of times they ask you that stuff. About 30-40% of them just want to know if you're gay or not. Ask me that. You know what I'm saying? Ask me if I'm gay or not. And I'll tell you, because the simple fact is, you just gonna talk about me behind my back anyway. If that's what you want to know, just come to me straightforward and I'll tell you. No, I'm not. But it just because I don't have a man or I don't bring anybody home with me doesn't mean that I'm single. I just haven't found someone that I think that is for me. Bringing a guy home is like, you got to be one strong guy and you have to be one guy whom I really and truly like. And then I'm in love. Basically, I would have to really love you to bring you home to my family. Like, I'm not one of those girls who just bring people home to meet their parents. Like, that's not me. I really have to be in love with you for you. Because, first of all, my parents or my family members are overprotective of me. And I just don't want to have to go through all of that. And you yourself have to be put together. So, it's just I don't want to do it. So I tend to keep people. I keep my relationships, my relationships private. Don't nobody know. But my friends, of course, my friends would know and stuff like that. But anybody else, nah, just private. No, you don't need to. There's nobody that you need to meet at this moment. You know? So but it's a preference. It's mine. I share with, like, my thing is, y'all, I share with you what I want you to know. And that's how I live. That's how I live by social media. You know, that's how I live by this. I share with y'all what I want y'all to know. And I allow you to know a lot of stuff about me. But there's some stuff that you will just not know, because if I don't feel comfortable with you, I won't tell you. And you have to be that guarded over your relationships. You just can't be out here bringing him or her, you know, to meet such and such, because some people are prey against your relationship. You know, some people will not tell you, especially if you're in a marriage. Married people, be careful who you go and consult with about your personal business. Some people would not be like, girl, take that to God in prayer. Or boy, take that to God in prayer. Or either, have you been praying about this, or did you think about this from their perspective instead of your own? Or be a little bit more patient. Like, some people don't think that way. Some people, girl, you know, he wrong for that, blue, 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 this, blue, blue, that. Like, they will take your side instead of being neutral for you to just calm down and for you to really be able to talk about it with them. and they can give you some real solid advice. And sometimes the solid advice is advice that you don't want to hear. And then you got a fear of them running and telling your business. So, like, yeah, so keep some stuff private. Like, you can't tell everybody everything. So, like, yet again, in the words of Funky Dineva, be transparent with people, tell people, so that way that when people try to use it against you, you already put it out there. All right. So nonetheless, y'all, that's all I got for y'all this week. Yeah, this holiday season, don't allow these people to make you feel bad or make you feel sad or make you feel depressed, make you feel angry, make you feel rage because you ain't got no man or you ain't got no children or you ain't got no girl, you ain't got no children. For my guys out there, don't. Go off and keep it moving. Happy Thanksgiving. Where's the cornbread dressing? Okay? Yeah. And that way, if you go off one good time, won't nobody else ask you. They'll be like, that good crazy. Don't ask her that. That good crazy. Yeah. So I'll take that over anything. All right, you guys. So nonetheless, y'all, yet again, thank y'all so much for listening to this podcast. I love you guys. Check me out on social media. I am on social media at Southern Therapy Podcast, at IG, on Facebook. You can catch me on YouTube at Danielle Bailey, LCSW-BACS. That stands for BACS. Board Approved Clinical Supervisor. So that's what I'm on. That's what I'm on social media as. I mean YouTube as. So nonetheless, I love y'all. Y'all make sure y'all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Y'all eat as much turkey as y'all can. Go Black Friday shopping for me. And I'll see y'all on next week. Bye later. What? Holla. Love y'all. Bye.